I wanted to take some time to kind of walk you through this presentation so that you can make sure that you have all the elements needed for your presentation. So notice on the title page that I have the title of the report and also all of the other required information. So your name, the date, developed for Grand Rapids Community College, and then the professor's name would obviously be mine. The next slide is your abstract. You want to make sure that your abstract is in sentence form and that it covers the entire scope of the report. So, what is it examining? What is it presenting? What type of research did you do? What did the results show? And what are the implications for the future? Make sure that your abstract is complete and has all the required components. Table of contents is pretty self-explanatory. Now we get to your introduction. There are a couple things that I want to point out here. First, your introduction should be in paragraph form. It should give the purpose of the report and any necessary background information. Also, notice at this point that I've started putting a citation at the bottom of each slide. This citation shows where I'm getting my information from the slide. This is a huge component of this project. Lots of folks in the past have lost credit for not citing their sources on each slide. Now we go through again the body of the report. Again, note the citations on each slide. Here we get to a chart that was not created by me. So again, I included the citation of where this chart came from. Going through more of the body. Notice on this slide in particular that there is an image. You are required to have images throughout your presentation. Make sure that the images are relevant to the things that you're saying and that they're well placed. There's no specific amount of actual images that you need to have, but just make sure that you have some and make sure that they're relevant. Here is another chart, again, not created by me. The source is already listed on this chart, so I didn't need to put my own source. I did, however, cite where this chart came from. Same with this chart, not created by me. It has where it came from on it. I did cite the website that I got this from in my reference page. Let's examine some of the things that might lead to making the. Switching gears, a survey was conducted using about 135 people to examine women's satisfaction/dissatisfaction with healthcare providers. We can see the results here. White women versus African American or Black women, you can see that there's quite a disparity there. And over here, we see the folks who have not been dismissed or felt dissatisfied at the doctor, and that is a much lower amount. This also plays into a bigger issue, in my opinion, of the issue of women in general being kind of not. So how does this relate to PKD? Another survey was conducted to show the diagnosis. From this research and these surveys, we can't deny the racial disparities in our healthcare system. We've seen that Black Americans die at an earlier age due to health problems. There are many factors that contribute to the lack of resources for Black Americans. We also see women, both white and Black. So how can we fix this? First of all, the healthcare system needs to take a close look at the treatment of women and minorities and initiate reforms. The Black community should become more knowledgeable about their health histories and risk factors. Many of the folks who are diagnosed with PKD by accident would have gotten tested if they knew that there was a history of this disease in their family. The third recommendation is if you do have a family history of PKD, make sure that you get tested. That way you can start taking it. Here are my references. as well as my bibliography. Thank you so much.